the Whimsy Way channel, the place where I show you how to use Whimsy to have a more joyful day. Can I be honest with you? I don't like August. It's not personal, it's just I live in Texas, and when it's August, it becomes the surface of the sun here. So not only is it blazing hot, super uncomfortable to be outside, there's just not a lot going on, especially this year with the pandemic. It's tough. And I don't go to school anymore, so there's not like back to school stuff in our house. There's no big holidays. It's just hot. So for many years now, in the middle of the dog days of summer, I look forward to hatch chili season. Now, if you don't know what a hatch chili is, it is actually a type of chili. The official hatch chilies are grown in a place in New Mexico in the Hatch Valley. Now, the hatch chili actually has different names. You might have had them before and didn't know you were eating them. They can go by green chili, red chili, they actually will change color in their growth process, Anaheim pepper, or New Mexican chili, or New Mexico chili. So you have probably eaten them at some point in your life, but down here, we like to call them hatch chilies. Now, I went out and got some hatch chilies so I could show you what they look like. Here they are. Well, they're called hatch peppers here, but we call them hatch chilies too. I'll pull one out for you so you can see it. Here it is. Here they are. They're just these long kind of green chilies. A lot of times they're bigger than this, but they all have this kind of like bright, distinct green color. They're so pretty. Oh, look, this one's round. It's almost like a bracelet. Well, I'm not gonna try to make it a bracelet, but but I could. I wanted to show you, I got the mild kind. They actually they can come mild or really hot. And I am scared of really hot peppers, so I thought we would just go for the mild today. So every year for hatch chili season, I like to go to the grocery and buy up lots of hatch chili snacks. To be fair, I think the hatch chili craze kind of came about because of grocery stores, and of course they were trying to get people to buy these chilies, but I say I'm all for it. So for our little hatch chili celebration today, we have hatch chili cheese, hatch chili salsa, hatch chili beef jerky, hatch chili cookies, hatch chili peanut gems. They're like spicy M&Ms. And my favorite, which they actually do kind of sell year round. Not always, but they do most of the year. This is my favorite, hatch chili popcorn. Oh, it's so good. You can only eat so much of it though, and then it starts getting like real spicy. It's not like flaming hot Cheetos spicy, but this is my favorite for sure. So why are we celebrating hatch chilies right now? Because celebration is very whimsical. Celebrations are, in theory, surprising or out of the ordinary. You don't celebrate something every day. They are safe for everyone, and celebration is meant to be delightful. All those things are great. So whimsy and celebration go hand in hand. Now here is the tricky thing about our celebrations, our traditional celebrations, like birthdays, like weddings, like our regular holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. They are meant to be wonderful and happy and, in essence, whimsical. But unfortunately, because they are so important to us, and because our traditions, our cultural traditions, our government traditions, our family traditions, they all expect them to be a certain way. That puts a lot of pressure on our traditional holidays and celebrations. And when that happens, we can end up being disappointed. That's what happens when you put expectations on anything. It can become disappointing. So let's just say birthdays. Birthdays are supposed to be beautiful, amazing days of celebration. We are celebrating your day of birth. That is so exciting. You have made it another year of being alive. We get to enjoy your company. We get to love you for one more year. But that's not always how we feel on our birthdays. We might get stuck on past birthday memories and how those didn't live up to what we wanted. We might start thinking about how old we are, or the fact that we haven't accomplished everything we wanted to by the age we thought we would. And with all of those heavy thoughts that we bring into our traditional celebrations, we can get way down. They stop being fun. They stop being whimsical. They end up being chores and things we have to do and things other people want to do for us, but we're like, meh. So here is my whimsical alternative. Instead of only celebrating big things, which we still want to do for ourselves and the people around us, instead, we can actually celebrate ordinary things. Ordinary things like Hatch chilies. We can take an ordinary time period, like August, and turn it into a celebration with no expectations, with no heaviness, just a willingness to delight and enjoy the blessings we've been given in things like Hatch chili popcorn. No, but seriously, in just our everyday lives, you can pick anything. You can pick kites. You can have a kite party, a party just for kites. And it has nothing to do with any person or culture. And if you're having a hard time coming up with ideas, you can go online and there's tons of lists. Things like National Donut Day, National Siblings Day. I just discovered there's a National Left-Handers Day. You can take ordinary things, things that bring you joy, and build a whole celebration around them. So, today, in honor of our Hatch chili season celebration, we are going to make Hatch chili cornbread. Now, some of you might not think of cornbread as being very whimsical, but I don't actually make it very often, so it is out of the ordinary for me. And I never have made it with Hatch chilies. So, let's go to the kitchen and see what we can whip up in honor of our little Hatch chili celebration. We made it to the kitchen! Yay! I'm really excited to continue our Hatch chili celebration by making Hatch chili cornbread with you today. I've laid out all the ingredients, and just so you know, this is not my recipe. I found it online, and I will put the link below in the information section so that if you want to make the same recipe I'm making today, you can go to that link and make it at home. So earlier, I roasted 4 Hatch chilies in my toaster oven. It says to do it 10 to 12 minutes, which I did it about that amount. And I put the chilies in a plastic bag and for about 20 minutes, and that steamed them, so it took off the skin of them, and then I cut them up, and here they are here. They don't look super pretty right now, but those are our actual Hatch chilies. I preheated the oven at 450, and first it says to put vegetable oil or bacon grease into a 10-inch cast iron skillet and place in the oven while the oven preheats. So I will do that now. So here is my cast iron skillet right here. I am putting my grease right there, voila. And I'm just going to kind of let it simmer around a little bit. And now I'm putting it in my oven. That's gonna get really hot. Now, it says to mix together the cornmeal, which I have right here, flour, right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump those things into my lovely bowl. This is actually one of my grandma's bowls. Flour, baking powder right here, which I've already measured out. Let's see, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda right here, half a teaspoon of kosher salt right there. Here we go. I like using my whisk. Whisk it all together. So now it says to whisk together the eggs and buttermilk and pour into the dry ingredients. It calls for 2 eggs right here, which I've let sit out to room temperature, and 2 cups of buttermilk, which I have right here. I'm just gonna do this in a separate bowl because it doesn't say to do that, but it's easier to whisk something, and then I'll pour that into the dry ingredients over here. First egg right there, thankfully no shell. And now I'm going to pour in my buttermilk. We are whisking. Okay, now I'm going to pour this into my dry ingredients right there. It's gonna be very yellow. And it says stir until well combined. I'm just gonna keep using my whisk, and I will show you what this ends up looking like once it's all mixed together. Now the thing about Whimsy is sometimes you will attempt to do something and it will not come out. So we're hoping that this will not be the case this time. We're hoping that this time it will come out. Okay, voila. Okay, everything is all combined. Now it says to take the cast iron skillet out of the oven and pour the hot oil into the batter and stir until well combined. So that's what we're gonna do. Ooh, this is topic. You're pouring that, and it's heavy. Pouring. Set that there. And it says stir until well combined. So, ooh, goodness. This looks really good so far. Okay. That looks well combined, very good. Add the hatch green chilies to the batter and gently stir until evenly distributed. So here goes my hatch green chilies. Okay, we're just gonna stir all of that gently, evenly distributed. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, just for a little close-up, here is the batter. I think it's supposed to look like that. Kind of like a yellowy, eggy look with green chilies. Okay, so now we're going to pour the batter back into the cast iron skillet and we're gonna cook for 18 to 20 minutes. And that's it. It's not too hard. Okay, let's see how this goes. Here we go. I'll pour that in there. So I might stir it just a little bit to make sure all of hatch chilies are well incorporated. This cast iron skillet is also my grandmother's, so I feel very honored to have that. Now, we're going to put this in the oven. For safety, I'm going to set the camera down and put it in the oven because cast iron is very heavy and right now it's also very hot. I will show you what the cornbread looks like after we get it out of the oven. And now, the best part of celebrating is to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So, here is my hatch chili cornbread, and I'm gonna put a little butter on it. I don't want too much. Want to taste the hatch chilies. So exciting. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, all of that hatch chili flavor is coming through. That is so good. But yeah, it's got just that little bit of kick. So anyway, this was so fun. I'm so glad that we got to do this together, and I cannot wait to do another seasonal recipe with you again soon. Yeah, this is a great way to celebrate. It's a great way to just make the most of every day, because every day is a gift. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe or like. Yeah, I cannot wait to see you again really soon. I hope you have a wonderfully whimsical day.